Do-do-do. Hey guys, Matt from Soundrolling.com. And I wanted to use this opportunity to basically do a live video about a video that I did. This is kind of the first time doing it in terms of reacting to kind of community feedback. The whole idea is that I did a video of Ursa straps versus Viviana straps. I'm getting some more straps from Viviana to test out a few other things as well. But I wanted to basically get the feedback of the community. I think this is a thing where, because the development of radio packs is kind of so almost not really new, but in relative terms, I mean, there's obviously several companies that do things like boom poles, several companies that do things like bags. I kind of feel that before Neopacks, Ursa straps kind of came out, and then that's what really kind of changed the game. And then the question that I was kind of asking in the video after that was, did Viviana kind of do enough, in my opinion, knowing that I'd already done a video on Ursa straps about a year and a half ago, to kind of just warrant some sort of development that kind of made them valid. Again, just my own 2 cents. I had to kind of be true to myself in terms of having already tested Ursa straps a year and a half before. It felt really kind of almost wrong for me to kind of do a video almost pretending that they were like a new revelation. Again, the Viviana straps still work really well in terms of grip. They still work really well in terms of being straps themselves. And so but in terms of how they were built, it kind of felt so similar to Ursa straps that I couldn't just basically name all the benefits without it's almost like Pepsi suddenly released something called Pepsi Coke after Coca-Cola released Coke, and you kind of think, well, are they just like, how far are they pushing here? But the most important thing is looking for feedback, and the feedback is actually beneficial to both of these companies. And so I just wanted to be kind of part of the conversation, or at least contributing to the conversation, to help either product development or anything else like that. So we have a few people joining already. And again, because this is a live stream at the moment, unless you don't see a little live icon, please get in the comments next to this YouTube video. And yeah, we'll basically kind of hash this out, and I'll kind of field a few things from different groups across the web. And we'll see what people think. Basically, it seems the kind of fairest way to do it. Again, for me, everyone kind of knows where I stand, at least. And so it's all about what you guys think. So let's get a few reactions. So Francisco, I feel like there's another option in the market other than Ursa. I'm not saying Ursa straps are bad. They are great. And even if at the beginning Viviana was criticized, I think a lot of sound mixers are happy to have more than one choice, which is fair enough. I mean, the whole idea is that more choice is better. More choice produces kind of innovation. It's the free market. It's the capitalist whole idea, right? There's more than one people making cider, boom poles, like whatever you want to name. But the whole point of the video was whether this was just more than a Pepsi Coke versus a Coca-Cola, even though those two companies have now obviously diversified in the broad area of sugary drinks. And I think that's a metaphor that I'm going to be coming back to a fair bit. So yeah, bear with me in case you hate both of those companies. So let's go down. Emilio, in my opinion, Ursa didn't invent the straps, and Viviana is just another brand. I don't understand what the big deal is. With that reasoning, Orca is just a copy of Portabrace and Petrol, and so on. And to that, my kind of response was, yeah, they didn't invent the strap. I'm not claiming that Ursa has completely changed something to be something completely different. But when comparing it to what its predecessor was in terms of Neopacks, I thought that the jump from Neopacks to Ursa was a lot bigger than the jump from Ursa to Viviana. And so that was my kind of thinking there. Plus the analogy of Orca being a copy of Petrol, when the people that set up Orca originally worked at Petrol. you could see why those similarities would be better. Matteo, I think there is more problems in life. Yes, that is always very true. Everything I do on this channel pales in comparison to what actually happens in real life. So yeah, that makes our whole industry kind of irrelevant. So I thought I'd just throw that in there anyway. Then we have Matthew Cameron. I felt as though when Viviana straps were released, they were fairly blatantly copying Ursa, even down to the name. But having not owned both myself, my only critique is that they don't appear to have innovated as much as Ursa have. Clearly, I don't prefer the triangular Velcro patch over the rounded patch on the Ursa. Some people I know have used Viviana and not Ursa, and they are happy with them. And that's when I discovered Ursa last spring. Personally, I'm not yet a convert. So that's fair enough. There's not enough testing of both either. And this is all really valid. We're getting community feedback, and that's what's going to be really valid to both of the people here. I'm not here to make a witch hunt. I'm just here because this presents itself probably just like when the first boom pole was made and then the second boom pole company came out. It's only because this is so new in this age of social media and things like that, that we can actually get people's feedback. And that's what's going to benefit both the people from Ursa and Viviana. And I'm definitely all for more, the best product should win. That's my kind of aim. But already trying Ursa a year and a half before, that's how I kind of position my video. And I couldn't make a video where Viviana was going to be totally unique. Alejandro, when Viviana came out, I got into an argument with another mixer. They told me not to buy Ursa's straps and they would hurt our industry. Free market, I said to him, I don't know who you are and don't care and have the right to tell me what to do. That is true. You can buy either of those products. The main thing is, like, people buy Pepsi over Coca-Cola, people buy Coca-Cola over Pepsi. So to use that as an analogy, that's perfectly fair. So we'll skip down to someone else. Emilio is Ursa Soft Circles a copy of Rycott Undercovers, or is Ursa Foamy is a copy of Garfield Hush Labs? I think in the market, the more of the kind, the better. Long life to Ursa and Viviana. Greetings from Argentina. So again, that's the same sentiment that basically both of the companies should do really well, and whichever you choose, that's kind of going to be the best one for you. I'm just going to find the other thread before we get into the comments from this video. Again, get your comments in while we're still live. If we're not live, you won't see a live icon, hopefully. And even after this video, to be honest, just leave your comments below. So yeah, both the products have their customers, and that's it. Everyone fancy new products, so as long as there's no patent war like wireless manufacturers did in the past, all good by me. And that's by Christian. Then we have, yeah, he goes on to compare it to a few other things. So we'll skip to Jerry. So these new straps slide down pantyhose. Just FYI, guys, I use my Neo on those. So it actually uses Neo packs, I think, which is pretty good to hear. And then Adam says that Ursa redefined the market, changed everything. It's really great. I also had some feedback from Mexico. I can't find where that is, but basically, because Ursa straps are unofficially sold there, they were hoping that Viviana straps would come in because that would actually help in the market in general, because obviously the unofficial ones get sold for a lot more than probably the official ones do. And so having more competition in that context is better. So Ursa, if you're listening, then join the bandwagon, basically. So let's go to here, basically. Okay. Happy New Year for some Beishi. Happy New Year. Okay, so Chris, how did you feel about the triangular shape of the hook Velcro on the Viviana straps? I didn't feel that it was. I mean, the circle compared to the triangle, I felt that it was the same surface area because the circle is like this, and the triangle again thinner, but kind of moreover. I didn't feel that there was more Velcro or less Velcro, and so yeah, that was my kind of main opinion on the actual Velcro itself. There's been some comments that the Velcro, if it's a lot stronger, will end up wearing out the top of the fabric. I felt both products were very, very strong in terms of just gripping to themselves, and I do kind of try and pull them apart in the video. So unless people are being attacked by a dog, you're probably pretty safe in terms of both the strength of both. So Ralliman, due to your video, I ordered several Ursa straps to replace my Neopacks. Well, that's good. I'm glad that I helped inform how the industry's progressed. Robert, hey Matt, little thing about the Neopacks. Mine came with Velcro strips you can use so they don't fall out as a sort of cable management thing instead of the Ursa stitch solution. Yeah, and I do in the start of the video, I did in the corner then display, because I realized after I did some more deep looking in their website that they do actually, since the ones that I bought, they had a kind of cable attachment to go over the top. So yeah, the Neopacks don't slip out anymore. The main thing that's still the issue is just how thick they are, because that's going to create more sweat and more heat. And so then it's harder to dry out and so more uncomfortable for the actors. So that was kind of the main thing. So pouch protectors. So Simon, you have to give me a bit of clue in terms of an actual direct thing in terms of what constitutes a pouch protector. But again, maybe that's just the strip over the top. Robert, also, won't the gripping material on the straps catch on hairs and hurt hairy actors? So when I wore both of them, again, because they're both a kind of what is it? It's like a polyurethane. That's it, a polyurethane strap. They were slightly itchy. They weren't necessarily catching because they weren't falling down, but they're slightly uncomfortable for hairy actors, not necessarily myself, who just happens to unfortunately just be hairy and not a successful actor. But yeah, they're not falling down, and so they're not hurting actors. I think if you were to put one on and then try and pull it down an actor's leg, that would definitely hurt. So then we have Alejandro. Chris, he kind of likes the triangular shape of the Viviana strap. I think it makes them stand out. That's true. It is a design that they have it makes them slightly different in terms of shape. And in terms of anyone in Mexico, Ursa actually has two official dealers in Mexico, Soundspeed MX in Mexico City and Norte Media Sound in west coast of Mexico. So there shouldn't be any unofficial straps in Mexico. So again, this is all about why I'm passionate about even making this channel, because there's people out there that are, again, we're in a kind of global community of sound people, and there's just some information because of things only being talked about in US and maybe UK and European terms that isn't reaching the wider market as well. So thank you for the feedback, Simon. Mexico. So yeah, so that should hopefully, I think it was Alejandro. Was it you that mentioned about that actually? I was trying to find a comment earlier. So yeah, so this is the kind of roundup of the general feedback that I have, and I think it's useful to kind of then display this both publicly and just get it out to the wider community in terms of what my thoughts were. Again, I don't have a horse in the race. Unfortunately, I have shares in neither company, and I'm going to make no money out of anything. So it's just my 2 cents and my passion for kind of funneling the conversation into the community. And again, we're trying to get these things You did mention Mexican Coke. Nice, because of my Coke and Pepsi analogy, surely. Yeah, it's just my belief that it's more important that as things progress, just like every other industry in the whole world has kind of morphed around the internet as kind of the middleman for information and services in general, that more people are aware about this as well. So I feel this video has kind of gone along enough. Thank you for everyone that's kind of got back in touch, and yeah, this is the general thing as well. I'm just trying to skim if there's any more comments as well. But again, this could easily be a 70-hour video as well as a half-an-hour video. But basically, people seem to be on both sides. I'm still of the fact that the sugar water has developed into Coca-Cola, and then Pepsi has come along. But of course, as Viviana are going to send me some more straps with a bit more technology in terms of membranes and things like that, which the Ursa straps apparently don't have. And I'm just going to be open-minded to it. And of course, I'm going to keep trying and share any tips and techniques with any sort of accessories and any sort of sound gear as well. So when this becomes a video, YouTube is going to recommend this video. It seems a bit weird when it's live because it doesn't seem to make any sense. But of course, you can subscribe and always just watch more videos at your leisure or leisure. I don't know. Depends if you're American. So, till next time, see you later.